energetic openness, a great degree of relaxation and balance and harmony within. It's so easy to be stressed, to live in a hectic life, but it's so difficult to find that balance, harmony, and especially between your body and your consciousness. In my reality, there is only body and consciousness. There is only the universe and consciousness. The mind does not exist. The mind is only a construct of disharmonies. It's simply when the energies are distorted and disharmonious, something within us identifies with those limitations, and thus we have invented the word called mind. In the real universe, the mind does not exist. There is only consciousness and the universe as one living organism. So universe is one, and we are part of that one in terms of our manifested appearance. However, our true nature is not even energy, not even matter. Our true nature is consciousness itself. It is that place which illuminates the present moment. It is the place which allows you to be aware of the present moment. Consciousness allows you to be aware of your thoughts. If you are aware of what is happening in your mind, you are not your mind. You are that which is aware of what is happening in the mind. If you are aware of your body, body is only part of who you are. Only a very, very small fraction of who you are. This body is very temporary. It's not even important to live long. It's more important to live in the now, to live in consciousness. Because once you reach realization that you are consciousness, you are eternal. You are beyond any body, you are beyond birth and death. You are beyond cycles of existence. So body is important as long as it serves consciousness itself. And serving consciousness itself, body attains harmony, peace, relaxation. The body becomes enveloped in love, in these very soft, gentle vibrations. You see, originally your body was designed in a perfect way. It was designed to be able to sustain consciousness, which it is already doing. However, mind has interfered with the natural process of body consciousness, and thus the mind created the intermediary reality, which is the individual world. So the mind has created something in the middle, something intermediate here, something which is disharmonious, something which causes confusion, worries, doubts, anxieties, and ultimately diseases to the body. So the mind is not necessary, and the mind, once comes into harmony of energy and consciousness, the mind dissolves, because it was never there in the first place. It's a false identification. There is no real substance to the mind. The only real substance is here and now. It is this present moment. You see, in this present moment, your body is already here, your breath is already here, your heart is beating here and now. All your cells, billions of cells, are alive here and now. What was in the past is only a collection of memories. What is in the future is only imagined, as in possibilities. So past and future are creations of the mind. An attachment to the past or to the future is what causes suffering. Thus, when we learn how to come back to harmony in the present, we align ourselves with all the universal laws. We align ourselves to the direct path, we may say, or to direct harmony towards your true self. Past and future also does not exist. For example, imagine that you are about to start a new beginning, and you're very excited and you have all these future plans. Maybe you just graduated from school, university, maybe you changed your job to a better one. So immediately you start imagining your future. Immediately you compare it to the past. And imagine you're walking through a forest. So you're walking through a forest, and suddenly out of the bush a lion jumps in. Where is the mind then? Where are your imaginations of your future? Where are your memories in the past when you're faced with the real reality? A lion jumps in front of you, and what do? The mind is immediately gone, evaporated. It never existed. You only were hypnotizing yourself. You only were thinking, only postulating what may happen in the future or what was happening in the past. But the present is so immediate that this lion is a present. This lion is a symbol of the present, which is immediate. It does not require any mind. The real present, though, is not danger, unless you're walking hypnotized. You know, some people walk in the street and they bump their heads into the street lights. Because they're walking in the street and all they're doing, they're thinking of the next thing, so they're not aware of what they're doing. You know, many times you walk in the street is narrow, and you see a friend, but the friend is totally in the head and walks by you, doesn't see you. What happened? You know, in the present, it was supposed to be a meeting, but the other person was not present, so they missed. And the same way, we miss our whole real life, only living in the mind, in the past and future, only remembering, only imagining, only being anxious, afraid, doubting, worrying. All these mental conditionings are the real diseases of humanity. Humanity is sick. There is only very few people who are really healthy, and they're called enlightened, they're called awakened. They're called, well, healthy. They're awakened out of the dream, out of illusion. So when you come to meet reality right here, right now, it is immediate. It can only be here and now. Reality is nowhere else. Past is a recollection of memories. Future is imagined. Imagination, visualization, your plans and dreams, desires. It has no real substance. It hasn't happened yet. You cannot breathe tomorrow's air. Your heart cannot beat in tomorrow's heartbeat. It's only beating in the now. So you will come to realize that your body is very precious. Your body is a miracle of life. So when the tigers are crouching of the past and future, remember to say shh. Inside you, to your mind. And only live in the real now, where your heart is beating, where your body is breathing, where you can touch each other, where you can shake the hands, where you can hug each other, where you can meet each other, only in the present moment. And the degree of how we are truly connected with real life, with real now, here, presently, this degree of connectedness is the degree of closeness to the consciousness itself. It's the degree of how close you are, you may say, to God within you, to the source within you. It is how close you are to your true self. And when you step out of the river of past and future, which is the river of life, you may say, when life takes you, when your mind takes you, where every day is the same day, you need to step out of every day is the same day and start living in the present, in the now, because no day is the same day. No moment is the same moment. You cannot step into the same river twice. You cannot breathe the same breath twice. In your body, billions of cells are in continuous change, in continuous evolution. There is so much activity happening right here, right now, that it is scientifically was verified that right here, right now, your body can process 400 billion bits of information per second. Your body is already processing the whole environment and your perception of yourself right now. And in the conscious mind, which is the average human mind, only 2,000 bits are conscious. So it's living literally as a speck of a dust in the infinite pool of energy. So the conscious mind is so extremely limited, narrow, that the amount of reality it can access, it's only as a temporary burst of the wave of the ocean, as a temporary burst of a little water bubble coming and going, while the whole ocean is who you truly are. So once you truly reconnect with the present moment, and once you start diving deeply within you, into your inner space, in reconnecting with your true being and realizing consciousness as your absolute nature, you become the whole ocean. You become everything. There is no identification with anything in particular. What a freedom that is! Not to identify with nothing in particular. Not to identify with any problems. Not to identify with this body. Not to identify with the past or the future. And only to remain open, neutral, aware, and conscious. And now let's examine, let's inquire step by step into the nature of reality. We will follow a very simple logic to understand how the nature of reality works and who you truly are. So as a very first step, we need to recognize that yes, there is the mind with the past and future. But in the present, I am truly alive. In the present, I am breathing. In the present, I am here. And only in the present, I can meditate and go deeper. The second step becomes to be aware of the space, your inner space. So from the mind, you go deeper to the inner space, and there you recognize that the thoughts are only appearing and disappearing in your inner space. You will come to recognize that the stillness, the space, is holding the mind. The mind is only as a bubble which is filled up with all these thoughts and feelings, emotions. All these troubles are in that bubble. But you are the space which is holding it. Your body is already holding all the stress, all anxieties. Your body is already holding everything. And your inner space is holding your emotions and your thoughts, your whole mind already. It will also come upon deeper inquiry to recognize that if you are aware of your thoughts, emotions, and the space holding your thoughts, emotions, so if you're aware of the space which is holding everything, it means that you're not even the space. If you're aware of the space, then who is aware of the space? You must be something more. You must be something greater. You must be something even less limited. So you will realize that yes, you are aware of the space holding your thoughts, emotions, and even the body sitting here. And this is coming home. This is cutting all distractions. It's cutting all the cycles of confusions and going straight home. So you will realize that you are already aware. The space, thoughts, emotions, body, right here, right now. Moreover, you are aware of the whole environment already. So you are not even this environment. You are not the space. You are awareness, aware of environment, this body. And now the beautiful part is to make this awareness your home. Because that is your home. That is the source of peace. It is the source of happiness, love. The nature of awareness is bliss. It's immediate radiance. Bliss is the nature of who you are. And on this direct path to who you truly are, you only need to give some time to harmonize yourself into that realization. At first, you need to know who you truly are. And we can confirm, all of us, here and now, that we are aware of environment ourselves already here and now. Yes, correct. Everybody agrees on that. So we know who we truly are. And now the second step is to harmonize, is to heal our minds, is to heal the 20, 30, 40, 50 years of distortions. Sometimes the healing can happen very quick. Sometimes it takes months or a few years. But let's consider a very realistic and a long-term plan. That if you take a very slow pace of harmonization, knowing who you are, healing and harmonizing yourself in a very slow pace, and let's say you take very slowly the next 5 years to heal completely, harmonize completely, and return back to your true nature, which is awareness. 5 years is a long time. It's very doable. Many people have done it much quicker, in a matter of 8 months or 1 year or 2 years. But let's say you need 5 years. You still have ahead of you the next 20, 40, 50, 60 years to live. And this is only the physical reality we're speaking about. You actually have the whole infinity of time ahead of you. Karma does not exist either. It's neither important to live long. So the key focus is to return home as the first priority and to do anything it takes with perseverance and dedication to harmonize yourself, to heal yourself to your true nature. Your true nature is the source of all your experiences. It's the source of all the positive experiences. Your true nature can give you so much more that you can't even imagine yet. When I was born, I could have not imagined what is it going to be living in full consciousness. My imagination was not big enough to imagine. Imagination is also limited. Full consciousness is beyond the mind, beyond your dreams, beyond your imaginations. So the source self will fulfill everything you imagined and dreamed of times 100. And when you come back to your full self, you will never want to go back to the previous limitations, to the previous states of consciousness. So the nature of who you are is boundless. The nature of who you are is pure love, peace, happiness, any qualities that you truly aspire is who you are truly already. So the only process is step number 1, to know who you truly are, where is your home, and step number 2 is to heal and harmonize your mind, your energies, your body towards a complete opening to who you truly are, to be able to sustain that beautiful vibration. So it is a very beautiful path. This path is returning home. 5 years generally, maximum, is what needed to return back. If somebody has spent 20 years in meditation, they didn't do it right. They only made another habit of meditation. They did not do it right. Perhaps they didn't meet a teacher who can guide them home. Perhaps they were circling around the mountain, just walking around the mountain again and again and again, not realizing that there's a path to the very top. 10 years, 20 years is not needed. 5 years is completely doable. For those who are really dedicated, 2 years, even 1 year is possible to completely return, harmonize, integrate to your true self. And what does not take time? Now we were speaking about harmonization process, but what is that does not take time? It is your awareness. It takes no time to be aware already. Try to be not aware of yourself now. Can you be not aware of yourself now? Try harder. Give all your effort to be not aware of yourself right now. So that takes no time. To recognize who you are, where is your home, it takes no time. It's immediate. It's here and now. And even your reaction of giggles and laughter is realization, is a sign that it's real. If something was not real, you would have a bad feeling. You would say, no, it feels, no, I cannot. No, everybody was giggling and laughing because it's real. So who is giggling and laughing? The one who recognizes the truth. And don't turn on your head, don't turn on your mind. How does this work? No. Let's not touch how does this work. Let's stay in recognition. Let's stay in the simple recognition, experience. Yes, it's real. That something inside me immediately recognized it's real. And when you giggle, who was giggling? Who was laughing? And now you say, oh, I feel a bit shy because I am closer to myself. If you feel a bit of shyness, a bit of uncomfortability, it's fine because you're shining the light on your real you. Who is shy? Who is shy? Who is uncomfortable? The mind, isn't it? Something that says, oh, I don't know, maybe I don't fully understand yet. That is the mind which is uncomfortable or shy. But the real you came forward immediately upon hearing the truth. The real you takes also no time to come forward. As soon as the real you recognizes the truth, or as you meditate, you make a little gap, a little space of silence, your real self immediately comes through. but don't touch the mind. Don't touch understanding, because that's where you're gonna get stuck. It's a very slow process. It takes so long to understand everything, to make sense of all of it, to get the meaning of life, to get the meaning of what is the meaning of awareness, what is the meaning of this. You know, that you can spend on your own at the beach, maybe spend another few months or years to understand. This is not my invitation. My invitation is immediate experience, confirmation, brightness, truth, light, laughter, recognition, being with your true self, and bypassing the mind. Bypassing the mind. Let's not touch it. Let's bypass it. Let's go around it. The mind is slow. The mind is like a really slow thing. It's like a sloth. You know the sloth? Even the snail is quicker than a sloth. So the mind is that slow comparing to the real nature of reality, to the aliveness, to the source consciousness. And the beauty is, another thing is that full consciousness, you may say it's so fast, but it's effortless. It's effortless. It's effortless because that's who you are. All the effort is made to reharmonize the mind. So the only effort you will ever need is to reharmonize your mind and energy, to be effortless, to live freely. Awareness has no effort. The source consciousness is completely effortless, spontaneous, all-encompassing, all-present, all-aware. So the nature of who you truly are is so beautiful that it's 1,000 times more than you can anything imagine or dream of. Anything to date that you have experienced is only a taste of honey. It's a taster, you know, when you go to a supermarket, they give you these tasters. But if you want to get the real thing, well, you have to, I don't know, pay a bit of money. So if you want to get the real thing, you need a bit of inquiry. You need the practice. You need direct seeing. So the love that you taste, the happiness that you taste, are only the drops of honey. And my invitation is to get the whole honey pot. Why go for small things? Go to the source. Get the whole honey pot. So everything is fulfilled when you come back home. Everything is returned, harmonized, completed. Living in freedom. Living in this beautiful love, in this softness. And the beautiful thing, it takes no time. It's effortless. And the only effort that is needed is the investment of your dedication towards harmony, healing, balance, and direct returning home. So if you invest earnestly, sincerely, the next few months, the next few years, your whole future will be absolutely different than what you can imagine right now. I could have not ever imagined what the future will be like. because my future was always changing with every meditation. Every time when I was coming closer and closer to full consciousness, my future was changing to become more and more aligned with the Source. So in the next few months, few years of your dedication, your future will change absolutely. Even if your mind says, oh, I will never make it, and oh, this is too hard, or I don't know if I can do this, that's another limitation. It's just another negative quality of the mind. And my invitation is to drop all negativities, to drop all limitations, to drop all the fears, to drop everything which is not serving you, to drop everything which is not in alignment with your true happiness. And by that I mean the true happiness, not conditioned, not temporary, not coming, going. No, we are going for the real Source, true happiness, true freedom, true love. We already use these words true in our dictionary. So that is the goal. So now let's slow down. Let's slow down and let's have a practice. Let's have a practice of returning home, of deepening our connectedness realization. So make yourself comfortable and simply adjust your spine, that it is more straight, so that everything flows more effortlessly. You may close your eyes, or if you want, you can keep them open for a while until you're ready to go deeper. We can gently bring our attention to our breath. To feel the air, to feel the space around our breath. It's so effortless for the body to breathe. Slowing down, to slow down your mind, to slow down your energy, just to relax, to soften all your energies, to soften your body, your breath. You can soften your breath your mind. You can feel that there is more space around your spine, behind you and above you. You can expand your spine. To feel that there is more lightness, more space, more softness flowing through your spine. You can feel the warmth. There's more heat. You can visualize a beautiful yellow golden sun above you, simply radiating into your spine. This beautiful radiance is the source energy. It is the full consciousness transmission. This beautiful radiance above you, flowing all the way through your body. These very soft vibrations. You can feel your crown and a very still energy above your crown. Like the sun and stillness is shining into your crown. All our crowns are connected into one source, into the one sun above us. the openness, softness, neutrality, softening every energy, softening and expanding, softening and expanding. Simply receiving this warmth and radiance. There is no effort to receive, only to soften, expand, to feel the limitless space, not identifying with anything in particular. You are already aware of your experience. Allowing very softly everything to flow. If you feel any tensions or aches, relax, let go. And continue being open, soft, neutral. Allow your heart to melt in the softness of the light. What is completely effortless is your awareness of your experience, environment, yourself. Stay effortlessly. Anything which is difficult, let it go, relax, and stay effortlessly in your being. Any activity or doing or thinking requires effort. Stay effortlessly in your being, because you already are, already aware, already here and now. Anything that requires effort is not the real you. Understanding is not the real you. Knowledge is not the real you. Being aware of understanding and knowledge is the real you. One more time, relax, let go. Anything which is hard is old. Anything which is hard and difficult is old. Stay fresh, alive, aware, vibrating in the present moment, shining, radiating, aware of your experience. Those who are ready, you can slowly start returning. Slowly coming back. Coming back with a feeling that there is something more, that there is more space. Come back with the feeling, with the newness. Don't come back to your old self. Same, no. Come back with the feeling of there is something more, something bigger, more space, more openness, more brightness. Come back with a new you, connected with a new energy, with a new reality, with a new timeline, closer to existence, consciousness. If you come back to the same old self, that is returning to the mind. Always new, always fresh, always already aware. few moments to relax, to massage your body, to let go of any energy that you're holding. So now we will begin a blessing ceremony, and I will invite you to come closer to receive the darshan, which is your individual blessing. When you come closer, I invite you to share your direct experience in that moment and to ask your deepest question. If you have no question, it's okay to simply come completely openly to receive a blessing. And this blessing will come from the source, from the full consciousness, from myself and from yourself, from your deepest self. So it is a blessing from the highest place of oneness. Okay, so let's put a few cushions over here, and okay, and just here, just one or two is enough, yes. And who is ready first can come. How is your heart now?
It feels like nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. To the past?
I don't know. Almost like when I think about where I want to be.
Yes.
I get this, but I don't know.
Nostalgia, yes. Think about freedom with complete newness. Think about freedom with newness. Think about freedom that is yet unknown. So nostalgia is simply attachment to something old, and the heart is releasing something old. So stay with the freedom, with something which is new, and it will heal the old. You can sense already there is something so much bigger. Perhaps it's not exactly like you imagined or that you wanted individually, personally, but something which is much bigger is coming from a much higher place of your being. Freedom is much bigger. Your individuality may want safety, security, peace, or love, or harmony. This is what your personality wants. But life is inviting you to something completely new. To something completely new, something completely undiscovered yet. That which you already know, you already know. Life is inviting you to something new, undiscovered, not yet explored, not yet known. And that is freedom. That is letting go of nostalgia, letting go of heaviness, letting go of what you don't need anymore. And freedom is joy. So joy of living. So life is inviting you to the joy of living, to the freedom within, freedom from suffering, freedom from the past, joy of the present. This is what life is inviting you right now. Wants to come next? Yes.
I will tell my experience first. I saw this direct beam of light. It was white and its core it was golden. It was in the direction of my right eye, I think. And there were many geometric shapes of light. I couldn't see the geometry because it was very quick.
Yes, yes.
I have two questions, Master.
Okay. Choose one, the most important one.
During the explanation, you said to us that we are aware of the space where our mind is, where our emotions are, where everything takes place. So, if we are aware of that space, or if I'm aware of that space,
Yes.
where am I exactly?
In the space, yes.
But I was thinking, am I here?
Well, yes, you're right here, right now.
But
Okay, you see, you can think of the past. Where are you now?
I am here.
Yes, your mind is in the past, but you're here. Think of the future. Where are you now?
Again here.
Yes. Anything you do always happens here. Anything you ever do always happens here and now. You're always here and now, but your mind may travel to the past or the future. When you meditate, you may go to space. You may see geometry, you may see colors, you may see many things when you meditate. Where does all of that happen? Here and now. So take a deep breath, relax, and remember that you are alive, that this body is here, that it doesn't matter where the mind is going, you can always come back to the here and now. Okay. Okay. What would give you balance? More space. And let's add another secret ingredient, softness. More space, softness to slow down. Everything you want, everything you need is to have more balance with more space, more softness, slowing down. Make it a conscious daily practice to remind yourself to do the 5-minute practices in between your activities to consciously slow down, more space, more softness. Because otherwise your life is like a rocket going somewhere. Where are you going? Where are you going? To the moon? You're going to the mountains, to the oceans. Where are you going? You're going back to yourself, here now.
I struggle with how do I maintain my spirituality.
So what are you meeting?
Doubt from other people, like my community, my friends and family.
That is not the most important thing. What are you meeting? You're meeting knowing that there is something more, that you are opening something new, something beautiful, something big. Yes, there are obstacles on your path, which is other people, their ideas, their opinions or judgments. That is not important. That is secondary. What are you meeting is something bigger, a new beginning, a new you, a new opening, a new awakening, a new reality. Don't even call it spirituality. Call it the new you, new opening, new life, new beginning. Everybody will try to pull you back. Say, no, no, stay, stay. We like you the way you are. Your mother would like you to never change. But you are growing up. You are evolving. You are opening. You are flowering. You are blossoming. So walk your path. Walk your path to the new you, to the new life, to the new self. That is what you're meeting. What is on your mind? But I will ask you, what is in your heart?
My heart feels big.
Yes.
Feels so happy that it makes me just smile.
Yes, get used to it.
Sometimes I feel like tears will fall.
Let them fall. Get used to this.
And
Believe in it, it's happening.
I want to know how to sustain the momentum.
Don't try to grab on it.
It frightens me that it's
Yeah, that's the mind. That's the mind, yes. That's the mind. I want to keep it, I'm afraid to lose it. I'm saying, stay happy. Stay with your heart blossoming. Stay crying. Stay laughing. Stay happy.
I want to share it with everyone.
Sharing is with the right balance. Have it with yourself. Fully open it within you. And share it wisely. Share it wisely. Because some people, they don't know how to receive. Many people don't know how to receive happiness or love. Share it wisely, but have it abundantly. Okay, someone beside us? Yes, come. Okay, wonderful, yes.
Love.
Yes. Become familiar with the new you, with the new way of being. Become familiar. Make that new you yourself. The old you already know. So many problems, difficulty. That's the old you. That's the old version. Become familiar with the new you. And remember how it feels. Remember it's real. Remember it's possible. Become familiar and remember. These are the two key words, yes. And you will come to your new you much quicker than you can imagine.
I'm feeling quite overwhelmed with all the energy. It's been quite difficult to sleep the last few weeks. I'm trying to ground myself more. Just lovely sort of electricity and magnetism.
Yes, 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 yes.
It's been wonderful, but it has affected my sleep. I find it.
Of course, you're supercharged.
I'm really supercharged. I'm not sleeping.
Everything is buzzing.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Your nervous system is buzzing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like I've taken drugs, and of course I haven't.
It's the healthy drug. It's the healthy drug. It's buzzing with high vibration. So get used to it. Let your nervous system get used to it. When your whole nervous system is buzzing, it is healing. It's healing, it's integrating. Of course, it might be a bit uncomfortable, you can't maybe sleep that long or such.
I mean, I've been napping a bit in the day.
Yes.
It's been lovely, like a lot of songs coming.
Yes.
A lot of creativity.
So there is one word for you, simplicity. Simplicity. There are too many things that you do, and you can simplify more. You can simplify more. And spend more time with yourself. Spend more time resting. Spend more time in silence. Simplicity. Simplicity is beauty of complexity. To make complicated things simple, it's an art. So simplicity is the beauty of complexity. Your body is healing, harmonizing, rejuvenating. It's all fine. It is a process. How many years, you spent in difficulties? And now give it some time to buzz, everything. Let it buzz, all your cells to awaken, to activate, to become infused with light, to enlighten yourself. So sometimes it's intense, but it's healthy. It's the healthy intense. And remember simplicity. Let's continue with this energy of simplicity. Stop for a moment, stop for a moment, pause, be simple, be quiet. That is new. That is new. That is your practice. To slow down, to stop, to be simple and quiet. That is what you need. Okay? Let's slow down. What are you looking for?
It seems to be a theme of letting go of things that don't serve me anymore.
Okay, that's a process, yes, that's a process. I'm asking you, what are you looking for?
I suppose clarity.
Clarity, yes. Take a cushion, yes. So clarity.
Aiming my being kind of thing instead of scattering it so much.
Take a cushion, yes? Yes. Well, at least show the cushion. You don't need to give it to her, at least to show the cushion. When she sees the cushion, she gets it. So let's add one more thing to the clarity, which is joy. And let's let go of seriousness. So let go of seriousness and to get more clarity and joy. That is what you're looking for now. Clarity and joy. What is serious, what is heavy is the old stuff. These are the old things, the things of the mind. What is the clarity, lightness, joy, newness is the new things. Is the new you. Clarity, lightness, joy, freedom is the new you. Seriousness, complications is the old you. So this most loving electricity ever, where it is felt. And the tiger is caught.
Even looks guilty.
Even looking guilty.
It's in the heart, I think.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So feeling loving energy, electricity in the heart, it is felt in the heart. It is of the heart. Who can recognize it? Who can recognize love?
Me?
Okay, be more specific. Heart or mind? Who recognizes love? Heart or mind?
Heart.
Yes. So where it is more important to recognize love? In the heart or mind? Yes. Where can you find it? In the heart. So never doubt it. It's in the heart. You can recognize it in the heart. You can feel it in the heart. So be in the heart. Because that's where it is. So make your heart the new home. And slowly you can move the houses from the mind to the heart. So a little bit of relocation is needed from the mind to the heart.